What's up, family? Get a news report. Mary Dash, when Maryland lead. Today is Sexy Saturday in my city, Chicago, August the 27th, 2022. It's a beautiful day. I thought I'd come to the Department of Children and Family Services agency, where I was a part of, DCFS, State of Illinois Department of Children and Family Service. As you can see, it's in green. So in Halsted and Emerald. My birthday is May 25th, 1967. My birthstone is emerald green. This is located 6201 Halsted and Emerald. Now, coming from behind, and if you flip that 6 to a 9 and drop that 0, you have 129, which is January 29th, Oprah Winfrey's birthday. Now, I've done a video before here, and I, did my child abuse rap, and that I posted on YouTube November 2007, my second video, child abuse. My first video was in the same month and year, November 2007, and that I titled Mary Mac versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey. Why did I title that? Because in my spirit I felt she had taken advantage of me several times due to the fact I gave her my child abuse rap that is near and dear to my heart and will always be. At the age of 17 in 1984, I reached out to her again in 1995 because the spirit, told me. And, I put my voice to 3 cassette tapes running back to the sound of music and the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, because I really do care about the people, the children, especially babies in my city, Chicago, and all around the world. And I was wanting them to have more than drugs, alcohol, gang banging, and people who mean them no good in their lives. And I feel as though, because I do not drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate, my sobriety year is 1997, Christmas, December 25th. I have 24 years of sobriety. They tried to take it from me on the day after Mother's Day, May 9th of 2016. I was staying sober because they made me homeless May 31st, 2008, because I was giving my book away, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors plus one song, and that took a long time for me to write and overcome a lot of the adversities, and I felt it was time for me at the age of 41 to give back what was so freely given to me, and that was a chance for me to be able to stand up for myself and others who are not able to, or were scared or exploited, or whatever the case may be. Now, I know people don't care much for me, and Oprah has gotten over, and her crew, and it pretty much left me for dead. And I know it was about the money, because this says Wells Fargo alarm system, and it's the person on the horse. There you go, right there. I was a part of the East Coast Wagon Train program when I was about 16, going on 17, something like that. And they cheated me out of being the first girl head scout of the program. They gave me the title first girl head teamster because I really did work my behind off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put together a plot to take away my legacy. They knew I was going to be somebody as a little child. At first, I didn't know the difference between I didn't know the difference between an apple and an orange at the age of 6. But at the age of 8, I became the originator of rap music, located 1335 East 75th Street in my city, Chicago. That's where it originated. But because they wanted to discredit me and give my legacy to Oprah, which they have, and everybody else, and they wanted to usher in, you know, the New World Order and Barack Obama, and now, you know, we have Joe Biden, and who knows after that. You know, I've been standing up, like I said, for myself ever since the age of 6 in 1973. They have tried several times to kill me, to discredit me. I really don't want to do the child abuse rap again, other than the part that I say, don't dwell on the past, because it's history. Stay in school, don't be no fool. Running around with your friends, trying to act real cool. And eventually, you too will see everything coming to you will just be sweet. Now, I don't mean sweet as in candy, because I used to be addicted to candy. I haven't had candy in a long time. You know, they give us a lot of stuff early on in life because they know by the time we get 39, 40, you understand, after them circling us around for so long in circles, and by the time, you know, we figure it out, they'd have been made the money, and then, you know, they figure we gonna go off or they'll kill us. You know, I've had people put guns to my head, the police. They stole all my belongings, the police, on Mother's Day, because I said my name is Mary Lee Davis at the 1st District Police Station. Now, we have crooked officers, and then we have officers, I would imagine, are decent people. But you can't keep, you know, robbing and killing the people that saved you. We could have all been billionaires, because in my head, I got it right. The one person they thought would not. I got it right. Now, my city is a ghost town. People have come and gone. They've taken the little money that's left. And I don't know what's going to happen to me, honestly. But what I do know, on this wall, DCFS, it says, welcome DCFS, Children and Family Service. Or it's basically, it says Illinois Department of DCFS, Children and Family Service. And it talk about protecting children, supporting families, and it talk about family. You know, now I wrote a rap about family, and I put it in my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors Plus One Song. And I basically said, in the end, if a family is all you got, always remember it's something. And I think I said, you know, I said dummy at the end, because I wanted to resonate. I want people to remember that all the money in the world cannot, you know, how can I put this? Compare, that's the word, to a real family and a real friend, and somebody that's going to be by your side to the very end. Nobody's, you know, they still out here, and for the most part, I'm not dead, and I know they could have killed me. So therefore, somebody must be looking out for me, but I don't know how long I'm going to last. I don't know. I know we need to go back to the basics. I told Oprah Winfrey to become president. If she would have listened to me, she wouldn't have this video going on right now, and she wouldn't be looking as bad as she will be when people look at this video. Why you just didn't go and be the president? God put you in a position for you to right your wrongs. I've tried everything to reach you, tried everything way to teach you. My rappers and everybody else have tried. What is it that you are holding on to that is keeping you from doing the right thing? I do not know, but I know my higher power have helped me. My higher power will help you too. But if you keep denying my higher power will deny you. Now, I became the first girl head teamster, and I rode in the wagon, but I did not ride, you know, the horse. Now, I could have, because they had like a little event on my block, 6210 South Kennebuck Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. And this guy, he was soon arrested because you know, they was just doing whatever they wanted to do. They realized that they threw me under the bus, so my people just kind of went for whatever they could do to make their dreams come true. And this one guy, he had a horse, and he came down the block. He was like, you know, I'll let you ride it, but, you know, I'm finna go chill for about an hour. And I was like, don't worry about it. But I could have ridden that horse. You understand what I'm saying? He would have, you know, allowed me to. I heard he had got caught riding a horse on the expressway. See, you're not supposed to abuse your animals because they feel something also. And usually when they get done with the animals, the horses, when they get too old, they take them to the glue factory and they shoot them, and you know, they take them to and they kill them, and then they end up a glue factory or something. And that's how they treat people and stuff. And somebody had the nerve to say I got too old, but I really didn't, because I never lived my childhood. Never really had a childhood. So that's why a lot of people be looking like, hey, she's 55 years old and she act like she's, you know, a child, because I'm living my childhood. But I'm tired of that. I've grown up now. I'm ready for the real responsibility, and that's adulthood. And I want my people to grow up also, because they were stagnated in the infantile state of mind and statue, you know, within. You understand? The spirit showed to me. They was tall in stature, but they were still little boys and girls and stuff, because they have been misguided and suppressed. You understand what I'm saying? But for me, lucky I didn't have real families, and I was here, there, everywhere, and even your place, more than likely. And, you know, I just kept moving and learning and, you know, being a part of society. And that's why I felt I qualified. I'm pretty sure my higher power felt so also. Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling this story, because they definitely was trying to kill me in 2016. And had I given them the opportunity, any stretch of imagination, they would have. They thought I was going to go off like when I was younger and stuff, you know, and they'd be able to discredit me and my truths and stuff. But my higher power had other plans. Now, what they do with my children, because they are my children, you know, they put them in a system. They work them like a Hebrew slave. They make them do strange things for a little bit of change. They make it seem as though they love them when they really don't. You know, love will get you killed. Every situation I was in, it was harmful. People used me, betrayed me, left me for dead, ran off with my money. Situation I'm at now, they trying to discredit me. You know, it's all bad. And I wish it would have been all good, because they have taken over this also. And I guess they're killing off my people one by one and bringing in the Caucasians and everybody else of foreign, you know, descent. And I don't see how the too many people I grew up with. And there's power in numbers, and when they separated us, that kind of like left us for dead. Pretty much. So I would like to ask my government, the ones who have family, do you care about your family? Because I wrote that book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors plus one song, hoping that I could get my family together, besides at a funeral. I went to my own funeral in 2000, and they thought, you know, it was my mother, and I know it wasn't my mother. My mother's name was Mary Lee Wright, and the headstone that I paid for and that they said they would help my so-called family. You know, they put down one down payment, I paid the rest, and I had a little raggedy job at the time. And they had all kind of businesses and stuff. But the headstone was Mary Lee Davis and not Mary Lee Wright, so I thought that was suspicious. And then I was at my 8 meeting on Greenleaf and Clark, and somebody looked like my mama came up in there, and I guess they thought, you know, I was supposed to go off or something like that. Long story short, I just want people to do the right thing, and hopefully one day, you know, we can have a real family reunion. Because I said, if I don't get nothing but a real family reunion out of this, and I guess that was it, the funeral. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not what I anticipated. We supposed to be all billionaires. Give me mine if nobody else wants theirs. And with that, this is Ghetto News, Port of Mary, Dash, Mary Lee. Step your game up. Peace.